Hello everybody and welcome to a new MA Tips. Today let's talk a little bit more about the selection grid. As you know from the last video, we can use the selection grid to create a more dimensional fixture selection, which looks exactly like our real rig. So what I did here is I stored a group with the selection, which is two-dimensional and looks like the real 3D positions. But of course, we can use the selection grid also to combine our selections in some different ways. Let me show you an example for this. So what I can do, I can create an area in my selection grid using the grid command. You can say grid in the command line, and then we define an area. So we start with 0/0, which is the 0 in X and Y position, through 3/3. So 3 in X direction and 3 in Y direction. What you can see here is that I created an area in my grid. Now I can select my fixtures, which are my floor spots, for example. So fixture 301 through 316. You can see that they are placed in the rig in a two-dimensional fixture selection. And what happens now when I type in at 0 through 100 is that this value applies to all of these four groups of my floor spot selection. So that means I can use it as an alternative for my matrix, for example. Furthermore, we can make our selection grid three-dimensional. I want to show you this as well. So again, I create an area. So 0/0, this time through 1/3. You can see this is my area. And now I select some more fixtures. So I select 301 through 313 again, so more fixtures than would fit into my grid area normally. And you can see when you turn the grid that this is three-dimensional. Now it makes even more sense that we have our matrix in X, Y, and Z direction. So you can see with the matrix window that you can switch through the Z levels now to create something completely different with your selection grid. So check this out, stay tuned, and see you next time for the MA tips.